Welcome back everybody to the Ace Simulations channel. Today, per much requested video, I'm going to be explaining how you get rid of the virtual cockpit so you can use your own physical cockpit just like this. Okay, so I'm going to show how you're going to configure the cameras to where you don't see the cockpit and you're just going to see the surroundings, the prop, and the wing. I'm doing this in the Beechcraft Bonanza. I've already had it set up in the Cessna 172. And we're going to start, so what you'll need is your keyboard. Pre-bound keys is going to be left and right arrow keys will move you left and right. Up and down arrow keys will move you forward and backwards. And then you'll also want to bind an up and down. So in my case, I can move up and down. You want to move your view all the way up, all the way forward, and then all the way left. Now you're going to hit a camera collision and you can't move any farther no matter what you do. But once you get to this point, you can press Control-Alt-9 or Control-Alt-0. And then what I've done is I've bound these two buttons to going to the view that I set on 9 or 0. If I reset my view back to here and then press it, my view will go right to where I had it set beforehand. Okay, so what you're now going to want to do is shut down the sim and then open up your root Microsoft install. I have a link of where to find that in the description. From there, you're going to go to Local Cache, Sim Objects, Airplanes, and in the aircraft you were flying, in my case it was the Bonanza, and then open up camera.cfg. So if you go to the bottom of each one, you're going to see an initial XYZ value. If you add 1 to the third set of numbers there, which is going to be your Z, that'll basically move you another foot farther forward. And so what I've done in this case is I've added 1, so mine ends up being 1.41 for the Bonanza. So that should be all the way forward, then plus the 1. Once you're done making those changes, you can close that and save it, and then you can reopen the sim. Now, once you load back into the sim, you want to load into the same airplane and the same livery as well. And so once you're into the sim, you can then go to your preset location. And in this case, this is where we had it before. And then after we made the edit, you can now see that we've gotten past the collisions. And so here, we can move around wherever we want. We're no longer bounded by any of those collisions. So if we go back to that, and in this case, I think I'm a little bit too far forward. So I'm going to move the camera back just a little bit. And I'm also going to set the field of view. I want the field of view to be set to where the wing is going to appear to me as being almost perfectly perpendicular to the aircraft. And if you'll see this slightly darkened line here, that's going to be the windshield. So for all those windshield effects, you want to be inside of that. So, and also like when you're doing turns, that can move, so it can be distracting. So you want to stay inside of that. Okay, so now I have my camera view set as I want it. To change your field of view, that's zooming in and out. So when I'm super far out, my left-hand window is going to be able to look, in this case, quite a good bit behind me so that I have a much wider view. And then, of course, the more and more you zoom in, the less angle that you're going to have. So your field of view you can almost directly control with the zoom. In this case, I want the wing to appear when I'm sitting in the aircraft appear as if it's 90 degrees off the cockpit. So the zoom level I have it set to now is where I want it, and then I've also adjusted the forward and backward. I've done that to where I'm inside of the windshield, so I get all of those windshield effects. And to make sure that you actually have the effects, you can go to your weather tab, and then go down and just go with a rainy preset, and you can make sure that you're going to see all of those effects. Basically, where I have this set up now is how I want it. I can see the wing, I have all of the wind shield effects, and I've been able to get past those collisions, so I can go and move around wherever I want. I don't actually have to be bound by that. And then, of course, I have the ability to move my position using my buttons, just like that. Alright, I hope you guys found this video informative. If you have questions, leave a comment down below, and consider giving it a like and a subscribe if you enjoy this type of video. If you want more Ace Simulations content, I have a Patreon. The link for that will be in the description below. And there you can get a whole bunch of extra content as well as troubleshooting if you're building a simulator like this. If you want to build a simulator like this, I also sell build plans for this exact type of simulator. They're going to be available at acesimulations.com, and a link for that will also be in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.